Hi, hello, I'm MzPatriciaAnn and welcome back to my channel. Now, in this video, I'm going to be telling you my whole experience on having wisdom teeth extractions, oral surgery, impacted wisdom teeth extractions. Now, please bear with me. I'm still not able to talk 100% as I used to. I just had this done a week ago. Tomorrow makes a week. So, yeah, pretty much this is my experience, and I'm going to throw in a quick disclaimer. Everything that I share in this video is my personal opinion, what I went through, how I feel, and please note that I am no doctor. I am not giving you advice. I'm just telling you exactly what I went through and my experience. So take it with a grain of salt because, like I said, I am no professional dentist, and if you're having wisdom teeth problems, you need to go to the dentist. But this is my experience, and I want to share with you guys, so let's get right into this. Okay guys, so I'm comfortable, I'm in bed, and you already know that on my channel I am very, very relaxed with you guys, and you get to see me a hot mess, and yeah, we're family, friends, and pretty much, so get you some tea, get you something to drink, get you something to eat, because I can't eat, so go ahead, get you something to eat. And we're just going to have a little chit chat. So, okay. Gotta take it slow. Okay. Starting out, my thoughts and feelings about this whole experience. Okay, so let me take you all the way back to when I was 18. I'm now 28, so we're going back 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I started having problems with my wisdom teeth. They started coming in, and like the back right side was slowly cutting into my gum, and it tastes like copper, and I could taste my gums ripping, and I went through this pain of like cutting teeth. It was literally me cutting teeth. I get oral gel, I take Motrins, I'd even go to the liquor store when I was 21, of course, and I'd get little shots, and I just sip on it and let it soak around that tooth, and it really helps. Liquor, if you're 21, liquor does help with, you know, teeth problems and all that stuff you can't get to a dentist. So, okay, it's been 10 years of headache. These teeth have caused me problems since I was 18, and I've had infections. I've had bacterial infections in my gums because of my wisdom teeth, and I need to get them pulled. I always was told, you know, you need to get them pulled. So I dealt with it. About a year ago, I went to my dentist, and I was telling him I know, I have a gap in my teeth right here that I get filled, and it's like a white filling I put in there. So when I was doing that, I was telling them, I was like, hey, I'm having problems with my wisdom teeth. I just need to get them cut out and get rid of them. And they're like, okay, so we have to send you to an oral surgeon, which is down the road. So I finally get into this oral surgeon, and he does the x-rays and everything. He's like, yeah, you've got wisdom teeth. This one right here on the bottom is going down towards the back of my throat, and the one on top is going like towards my teeth, like, my jawbone up inside there, but they have not cut the surface of the gum. They're underneath the gum and jaw. Okay? Because I always thought I never got my wisdom teeth. I always thought that I just had this one. But I've got all 4 of them. They just didn't pop up. They're still there, full-grown teeth. And he's like, we'll plan January 2019 to have your surgery. I got close to January, and I canceled it because I was scared. I was like, I'm not having problems. I don't want to have it done. Didn't have it done. And finally, I started having a little bit more problems lately. My teeth was hurting. I felt like my mouth was, like, this one tooth here on this side was so big. When it came up straight. Perfect. Big tooth, but it was perfect. And it hurt. Like, it hurt my gum. And, like, when I closed my mouth, like, I could feel it pressing. Oh, my goodness. Do you hear that right now? Hey! They're happy because I got a video to talk to you guys about after I post this video. We've had so much dental issues in this house. Like, you just don't even understand how many dental issues we've had in this house. Sierra had to go to the vet because she had dental work done. And now she's feeling better off her antibiotics. And now they're playing. Because she's been, for a long time, not feeling good. And I didn't know what was wrong with her. She had dental problems, too. So, everybody in this house had dental problems for... This whole month's been horrible dental. Can you girls quit for a minute and let me tell my friends about my wisdom teeth? They're just happy she's happy. Hey! Okay. Anyway, so, back to what I was saying. This tooth came in, the bottom one, the only one I thought I had, and it came in straight, perfect, but it was just so big, and it was pushing my other teeth. And you can see right here, see this one here? It's kind of been in. There's a little bit. It's because that tooth there kept pushing all this and made that crooked just a little bit, not much. And that scared me. I was like, get them out. Let's get them out before they press all my teeth and mess me up. So, I did start smoking again. As you know, I was a year tobacco free. And then in February, I started smoking again. Which I hate that I did, but I did. And, I knew that I was gonna, I shouldn't do that. I gotta quit doing that, because it make it draw solid. Anyway, I smoked. I knew I was gonna have the surgery done. I was like, you know what? That's the perfect time for me to quit. I can't smoke after that point. I will quit then. So, the 24th of October, I was ready. I had it set, planned, ready to go. I had to come up with $400 for my IV, because my dentist thought that, me having anxiety and everything, that the best option for me was to have the IV, which is, it puts you completely asleep. And that's what I wanted. I was familiar with it. I had it with my back surgery, and I was familiar. I wasn't anxious thinking about it. I was like, this would be perfect for me, and I wanted it. So it was going to cost me $400 out of pocket. I was fine with that. Fine with it. And, oh my goodness. I'm going to put clips right here of when I went to the dentist, and he filled this, I had a cavity, my very first cavity. And, yeah, I'm just going to put clips here and let you guys watch that experience. And that's when I found out I had to pay $400 for my IV. And I signed all my paperwork and got ready for this surgery for my wisdom teeth. But, yeah, the cavity filling, whew, that was a bad day. Anyway, after you see how I reacted to just a cavity, my first cavity, you can imagine how my wisdom teeth's going to be, right? Well, okay, so my wisdom teeth surgery okay, I'm trying to give you a mindset here of everything that's going on. So, it's on a Thursday, the 24th, when I go. So, I'm preparing 2 weeks before my surgery. And I'm like, okay, so I've got to make sure that I get all my smoking out, because I'm not going to be smoking afterwards. So I did pick up smoking a little bit too heavy. I smoked about a pack and a half a day. Bad, bad, bad. And me and my mom, we went and played Keno a lot. Like, I love to play Keno with my mom. And we literally went to play Keno, which is like slots machines. And we have them here in West Virginia. And we would go at like 9 o'clock in the morning and play Keno all day long until 3:30 in the morning. They close at 3:30 in the morning, and then they open back up at like 10 or 10 on Sundays, and then like regular 8 o'clock every morning. So we would literally stay there till close and be there when they opened up. We done that for like a few nights, like maybe for like a week. We was playing hardcore Keno, like nonstop. And I've done pretty good. I hit 400 here and there a couple times. Like, I went to one place and I literally played $5, a few spins, and I got $400. And I was like, okay, let's go to another place. So that's how we done. We done pretty good. I paid off Sierra's vet bill, and I paid off a few debts, so it wasn't that bad. But I did lose a lot trying to win jackpots and all that stuff. So I had fun before my surgery. I made sure I was eating. Me and Glenn went out and ate, and we was eating more junk food. I was just eating, smoking, and enjoying life, because I was like, this is going to be horrible. This is going to be horrible. This wisdom teeth. I've watched videos. I've seen how people's acted, and I just dread it. So, I did get cranky towards the end when it was getting closer to surgery day. I was getting cranky and irritable because I was nervous, and my best friend Amber, she ended up having her oral surgery 2 days before mine, having her wisdom teeth removed. So it's been pretty nice having her 2 days ahead of me so I can kind of prepare myself to what I'm going to go through. And it's been a crazy ride. So like I said, we played Keno like crazy until the night before surgery, because the night before surgery, Glenn brought in Texas Roadhouse. He brought me a pulled pork, he had steak, I had baked potato, and I had rolls and a salad, and I couldn't eat or drink anything after midnight. So I ate, and I was smoking, and then I was trying to get all my fluids, and I was drinking unsweetened tea. I love unsweetened tea, but I made a mistake. I made a big mistake. I got a friggin' baked potato from Texas Roadhouse covered in salt. I'm going to insert a picture right here. Covered in salt. And didn't think anything about it until after I ate it. And I was so thirsty. So thirsty all night long. And I couldn't drink anything. Could not drink anything. But I did what I did. So I couldn't stand it no more. I get water and put it in my mouth and just swish it around and spit it out. I did do that. And then it became surgery day. I wasn't really nervous until the night before. The night before I started getting to the point like, that night before, I was literally like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I'm like, I'm going to cancel. He's like, you can't cancel now. And it was just, I got cold feet there at the end. But I woke up in the morning, got there, smoked me like 4 or 5 cigarettes on the way there. Had my last cigarette. Didn't even smoke my last cigarette all the way. I just took like 4 or 5 hits and I threw it in the parking lot. I'm like, oh, let's go get this over with. I was literally going there, sign my name into the dentist office. We sat down for like 5-10 minutes. Call my name. And I walked back by myself. Walked back. And like the whole way before we was getting to the dentist, I was telling my mom and Glenn, I was like, now, if something happens to me, I don't wake up. Take all my credit cards. Go buy what you want. I was like preparing for my death. And, but anyway, went back there. And they took me back to the room. They had it all set up. Girl. I laid down in this chair. They put the little thing on your finger to test your your temperature. And then they put the arm cuff on me to keep my, blood pressure and everything. Hooked me up to a machine. Put oxygen in my nose. I'm laying back there. Dentist comes in. And dentist is like, okay, we're going to put your IV in. I'm like, okay, fine. He starts with this arm, my left arm. Starts holding it. Says make a fist. I'm making a fist. And he's sitting there pushing on my veins with his thumb and everything. He's like, I can't find a vein. Can't find a good vein. And then he's like, you're dehydrated. And I'm like, I haven't had anything to drink since 8 o'clock last night. And I ate a baked potato. I didn't tell you about the baked potato because he'd been like, that's stupid. I probably am dehydrated. I got all this salt soaking up all my all my fluids and getting everything to drink. So he moves to my right arm. And as he's moving to my right arm, he's like, now if I can't find a vein, we can't do your sedation, your IV that you want. And he kept trying. And finally, I didn't get my sedation that I really wanted to be fully knocked out. So they ended up giving me Twilight. Now, Twilight is, I was awake the entire time. I was awake. I could hear. I could feel. I could see. I just didn't care. So he gave me the Twilight. And it was, first of all, when he started saying that he couldn't give me my IV, that's when my heart monitor went up to like 100. And I was staying right at 96, 97. And the nurse is like, oh, don't get upset now. So when they started moving the chair up, that's when my blood pressure went up to 100 again. And then after that Twilight started setting in a balance. I kept watching the machine because my friend Amber, she was had problems with, when she was under Twilight, her heart rate kept going up real high. And they had to lower the dosage and work, and her heart rate was really bad during her. So I was scared. Her telling me that, I was terrified during mine. So the entire time I was sitting there watching my heart rate, even though I was under Twilight. And I remember watching that. I was, like I said, it was about 97, 98 the entire time. And I could feel him. He pulled my mouth open, and I could feel him in there. Like, he gave me a shot, and after he gave me the shot, I couldn't feel anything. But when he started, I could hear, like, sawing, and, like, it was like sawing, hammering, and all this stuff. I could hear it. And then I did feel like a very unpleasant feeling on this side of my jaw. And, like, I kind of went like, like that, because I had all that stuff in my mouth and stuff. I let him know that it was discomforting. And at that point, they knew I was under, they didn't care. But, come to find out, this side here is the side that I've had the most problems with healing, because he had to go so deep. And he had to go literally down and chisel and saw on that damn jawbone. And, it was horrible. So, after I get done, like, I was literally on the table. It felt like 5 minutes I was there. I was only on a table for like 30-some minutes. The longest time during the entire thing was when he was trying to find the veins. Like, it took him so long to try to find the veins and get me sedated. I was back there 45 minutes just him trying to sedate me. But when he once got me sedated and started doing the work, it was only 30-some minutes. And, before I knew it, he was pulling stuff off of me. My little thing, keep from bleeding on your clothes, taking my oxygen off, taking my IVs out, and setting me up. My mom and Glenn's coming in there. Mom and Glenn said they seen all kinds of blood, bones, and teeth laying on the table. I didn't see none of it. They put me in a wheelchair and wheeled me out back, so I didn't have to go through the waiting room, and took Glenn's truck. And they were saying, oh, don't walk. And so I got right up, walked, got right in the vehicle. I mean, I could remember everything. I still remember everything. And I was just relaxed and calm. So if you're getting a twilight, for me, I was relaxed. I was calm. I knew everything was going on. I wasn't talking crazy. Like, you watch these videos of people getting their wisdom teeth done, and they're, like, talking crazy, and their tongue's hanging out, and they're just acting nuts. I wasn't like that. I was normal. I was relaxed, calm, mellow, and I remember everything. So, I didn't get that experience, so I don't have a lot of recording funny videos to share with you guys of me acting nuts. Like, the only time I said anything, Glenn said that I was acting kind of goofy, was like, I was like, I don't have a tongue. And I remember saying I don't have a tongue, and I said it, I didn't say it the way I meant to say it in my head. I was like, I meant to say my tongue's numb and I don't feel like I have a tongue, but I said I don't have no tongue. And I forgot to add a few words in there. I just had surgery, but, I was still mentally me. I wasn't crazy like some people get. And that's one reason why I did not want to have the laughing gas, is because when I was 6 years old, I had my tonsils removed. And when I had my tonsils removed, I didn't react well to the laughing gas. Like, I was supposed to go home and go to sleep and sleep it off. And instead, I was jumping on the back of the couch, threatening to scream if I didn't get to go and drive around graveyards. So I had my mom and dad drive me around graveyards, me 6 years old, and because I couldn't scream or anything, I'd bust those stitches out. And so, yeah, I didn't react well to laughing gas at 6 years old. I was creepy and I wanted to drive around graveyards for some reason. I don't know why. So I didn't want to risk something I knew that didn't work for me when I was younger. And I wanted to do the IV because, like I said, I had back surgery about almost 2 years ago. And I'm fully aware of how I reacted. And I reacted just like I do now. I woke up and I was fine. And I was recording right after I woke up from surgery, my back surgery. So that's how I was here, too. I mean, there wasn't nothing to record it. Like, I was discomforted. I'm like, tired. I am tired, though. But when I got out of the wheelchair, got in his truck, I did have galls in my mouth. I couldn't talk. My mouth was, like, kind of numb. Like, I couldn't feel it. But it didn't hurt. And I did pick up Glenn's phone. I was, like, looking around, trying to see inside my mouth because I wanted to see. I think I have a few clips of it maybe here for you guys to see. I can't remember. Like I said, I don't have a lot of clips of it because it wasn't nothing interesting. I was fine. You can listen to me talk now because that's how I just couldn't talk then. And after we got in a vehicle. Glenn had prescriptions to fill for me, so we dropped them off at my pharmacy right there next to the dentist. And I was like, well, we're waiting on them to get filled. No, wait. We did not drop them off. Wait, did he? Yes, Glenn had the prescriptions in his hand, and he went and dropped them off at the pharmacy right there local to the dentist office. And I was like, well, let's go ahead and go to Walmart because I need some yogurt and I want to get something, I don't want to just drink water. I want something to drink and pick up a few things because I wasn't tired. I wasn't sore. I wasn't hurt. I was just getting out of that twilight and I felt good. And Glenn's like, no, let's not do that. Let's not go to Walmart. You're too weak. Da, da, da. I'm like, I'm fine. And I start getting an attitude, and I'm like, I want to go to Walmart. So we go to Walmart, and he's like, you're riding in a cart. You're going to Walmart, you're riding in a cart. And I'm like, fine, whatever. I say whatever I can so I can get to Walmart, because that's what I wanted to do. And, because I knew I wanted some yogurt, because I was hungry. As soon as I came out of surgery, I asked, can I have something to drink now and eat? Because I haven't eaten since, like midnight last night. I'm thirsty. So we went to Walmart. Pull up Walmart, we get out. And me and my mom go ahead and we stand in there and wait. Glenn Parks comes in. And I'm like, I don't want no buggy. I don't want none of that. I'm walking on my own. So he goes and gets him a buggy. And I follow him in. We go in. I start picking out, yogurt and Jello. And I got some green tea, diet green tea, berry flavored. And I just got stuff that I could eat. And we got milkshakes and stuff like that. So I am walking. While I'm walking in there, I did have these galls in my mouth. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Before we even went into Walmart, we had stopped at Dollar Tree beside Walmart. And I had those galls in my mouth still. Glenn had to go into Dollar Tree and get tweezers and to pull those galls out of my mouth. And he got paper towels, and the dentist gave us extra galls. So in a parking lot, after he got out of Dollar Tree, he pulled those galls out. This left side was fine. It was the right side that kind of got stuck when he pulled them out, and he had a hard time pulling those galls out. And I think now, when I think about it, he had a hard time pulling those galls out because this side here wasn't so deep, if that makes sense. This side was really deep, and this side here wasn't really deep, so I guess it was just kind of like started like, I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like that's why this side was harder to get out. Maybe packed it tighter, I don't know. So Glenn was really good about that, packing those galls in my mouth, and I had a lot of drainage after surgery. I did have a lot of drainage. And so in a parking lot, before we went into Walmart, he changed those galls out, and like he would have me hang my head out the truck and like kind of in between my legs, like I would hang out like that, and just let all that stuff that was laying, because all of it laid right here, just laid right in there, and I had filled up blood and just drainage, and I just lean over, like that, and just let it drip out, because you can't spit after surgery, so I just let it drip, and then I'd wipe it with a paper towel. And then he'd pack those sides, and I had paper towel fold up, and that's how I walked around Walmart, because I didn't want people to see all that blood and stuff, so I was trying to be concerned. So the more I walked in Walmart, I started noticing I was bleeding through that paper towel more and more. So I'm like, and I started getting weak. I'm like, we gotta go. So I knew my limits, and I was like, we gotta go. And paid for it, went out to the truck, I got in the vehicle. He loaded the truck up, and he changed my galls again in my mouth. Done my whole spitting routine. And it's time to go pick up medicine, because I can start feeling now. My twilight wore off. It wore off, and I was hurting. I was in tears at this point now. Just a few hours, maybe an hour and a half after surgery, I started screaming and crying, hurting so bad, because I had I was in pain. My twilight, my sedation wore off. And my mom's like, I got, Motrins in my purse if you need one. I'm like, no, I just want to go get my Motrins. I want to go get my medicine. And so we only like 15, 20 minutes away from my pharmacy. So I suffered. I made it there. We get to my pharmacy to pick up my medicine, and they're like, see, I gotta quit doing that. But, I smack my lips. I can't do that. I got a bad habit of doing that. And, we get to the pharmacy, and the pharmacist is like, we can't fill your prescriptions. And Glenn's like, why can't you? And he's like, she's in pain, we need to pay medicine now. And you couldn't call us and tell us you couldn't fill them? Well, come find out they couldn't fill it because my insurance, my dentist wasn't registered at that pharmacy through my insurance or something. I don't know what it was. It was some bull. And Glenn's like sitting there. He's like, I ain't even arguing with you. Just give me the prescriptions. It takes them forever to get the prescriptions. Finally gives the prescriptions. We go all the way back to Walmart. But this time, I'm like, I need your pain pills, Mom. I need a Motrin to hold me over till I get my medicine. So she gives me a Motrin. It slightly kills the edge of the pain, and I'm fine until we get to my Walmart and get it filled. So Glenn has to go in. I have to go in Walmart, because I normally don't get my prescriptions filled at Walmart. And I have to get my insurance card, gotta fill all the paperwork, and go through all that red tape. So thank goodness my mom had a pain pill, or I wouldn't have made it this far. And they're like, well, 30 minutes to an hour, come back pick your medicine up. Cool. It was just Tylenol 3 and Motrin. That's all it was. I had to go through all this. Okay. Go back out to the truck. Glenn changes my gauze again. I do my little hang my head over in between my legs and let all this drainage drip out and wipe my mouth. People looking, thinking I don't know what they think. I was busting my mouth, whatever. I don't care. And at this point, I'm like, I'm starving. I'm hungry. I am hungry. My mom and Glenn's like, you can eat. I'm like, watch me. I'm hungry. So we go to KFC, which is down the road, and I order a small mashed potatoes and gravy. No pepper, no salt, just plain mashed potatoes and gravy. And that was it. That's all I got. And I ate that, and then I had a rice pudding that we had bought previously from Walmart. And I ate that, and I drank a diet green tea, and mixed berry. And I wasn't in pain no more after I got that pain medicine in. The pain medicine helped. I was good to go. And go back, pick my medicine up. I'm like, I need to put money in my account for my cell phone's going to come out. So we go do that. We go to the bank. And Glenn's getting aggravated with me. He's so aggravated at this point with me. He's like, you need to go home, go sleep. I mean, we're just running around. I'm like, I'm fine. I'm not in pain. I'm fine. I just have blood. And I was like, I don't want to go home and lay down anyway until this blood stops. Finally, I could take the gauze out on our way home, and I'm not bleeding no more in my mouth. So that's a plus. I finally stopped the bleeding. So no more packing once you get that bleeding stopped. And the drainage wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't bad because I stopped bleeding. So we're heading home finally. And me and Glenn had words at this point because he's been... he's caring. He's like, yeah, I want you to go home, go sleep, rest. We need to sleep. Just had surgery. And I'm cranky, mean. I'm like, you see your windshield? It's already got one crack in it. You want another crack? I was being mean because I'm like, I'm not going home. I'm going to sleep. I came home. I done dishes. Took care of the dogs. Cleaned. What else did I do? Made him dinner. And, I was fine. I was eating yogurt. I have everything that I have been eating. I'll put on the screen here. Day 1, what I ate. Made my dinner that night. So, the dentist told my mom and Glenn that I'd go home and sleep this off. Wrong. I didn't sleep none the first day until it was bedtime. And, my camera's dying. I've talked so long my camera's dying. So that was wrong. So I'm going to start posting now on the screen of everything that I've been eating from the time that this started. So day 1, see what I ate. Day 2, see what I ate. And it was about day 3. Day 2, I was fine. As long as I had my pain medicine every 3 hours. I'd take a Tylenol 3. 3 hours later, take a Motrin. 3 hours later, take a Tylenol 3. Just keep it up. Day 3 got bad. I could not make it 3 hours in between pain medicine. And I started getting to the point where I needed it 2.5 hours. Sometimes I'd sneak it in there. Then I started getting to the point it was an hour and a half, and I was like, this is not working. So I was constant pain. Day 3, it was bad. Started getting bad. So, Saturday night, which is day 3, my mom has to take me to the emergency room. I go to the emergency room. Severe pain. Severe pain. Can't eat, can't drink hardly, hurting so bad. Pain medicine's not working. Go to the emergency room. They tell me that my mouth looks good, everything, because I thought I had dry socket. I was like, this is why it's hurt so bad. I've got dry socket somehow. No, you're healing fine. Your dentist just didn't give you high enough pain medicine. You should have got like Percocets or something instead of just Tylenol 3 and Motrin 800s. So they give me a morphine shot in my ass, and they give me some kind of shot in my arm, which I'm going to put all this information here and show you. I got receipts of everything. Show you all that. And I'll put on screen correct medicines and all that stuff, because I at the time I did not know. I was just in so much pain. I'm like, I need something. Again, I don't know what it is with me. My body doesn't do this. But the nurse that gave me the morphine shot said to my mom, watch her, be careful going home. She's going to probably fall asleep before you even get home. She'll probably fall asleep in the vehicle. We get out of there. I'm fine. The only thing, I can slowly feel that morphine, slowly taking that pain away. I mean, it's a little bit at a time. And right before we get home, I'm in no pain. No pain whatsoever. I feel really good. So, for the first time all day, I feel fine. Perfect. Get home, it starts raining. Walk inside. My mom's like, are you okay? Be careful. She thinks I'm oozy, woozy, and all that stuff. I'm not. I'm fine. And, come upstairs. Glenn's been asleep. He wakes up because he's got to go to work next morning. And I wouldn't let him take me to the emergency room because he had to go to work and I didn't know how long we was going to be there. And thank goodness, we literally, when we got to the emergency room, we got there at the perfect time on a Saturday, which is crazy. We literally walked in, signed in. The lady was like, okay, come on back. So I didn't even have to sit in the waiting room at all. I went straight back to triage. And they see me and I was out within 30 minutes. So that was an awesome ER visit. And get home after the ER. Glenn gets a shower. He's amazed. I had morphine. I'm sitting there playing on the computer, talking and everything. I'm fine. I'm good to go. I feel really good. And finally I lay down, play on my phone, and fall asleep. Best sleep I had. But I kept waking up during the middle of the night because Glenn was snoring really loud, hacking and coughing because he has caught a cold or it's his allergies. Besides that, I slept really good. Well, morphine wears off when I wake up. I'm in pain again. All I've got is Tylenol 3 and Motrins. Rotating them every 3 hours. I'm suffering. Suffering day 4. It's getting bad. And I'm barely making it 3 hours. And I can't handle it no more. And I'm like, I gotta go back to my dentist. So I go back to my oral surgeon come Monday. I made it Sunday. All day Sunday I made it through it. But Monday I went back to my dentist. And, I mean, I went and played Keno before I went to go to my dentist. Try to eat and stuff. I mean, I've had a life. I've tried my best to have a life still while going through all this to keep my mind off of it. So I'm going to show you clips here and there. But, finally back to my dentist Monday. Go back there. He looks at my mouth and says, yeah, it's healing. He goes, it was a deep extraction on your left side. I was swollen so bad. And he says, yeah, you're really swollen. And I was like, this pain medicine is just not helping. This pain medicine is just not helping. I need something. I had to go to the emergency room. I had to get a morphine shot. He's like, well, what we'll do is if you need to, since it's Tylenol 3s, you can double up on Tylenol 3s. Just don't make a habit of it. And take you 2 Tylenol 3s and then take your Motrin 3 hours later. But if you can make it, don't do that. Don't get in a habit of that. But do it only if you have severe pain. I'm like, I have severe pain! And, so he did not want to give me anything higher at all. And, he did say that I had started infection. And he prescribed me antibiotics. Now, my best friend Amber, she got antibiotics before even having her surgery, and she was able to take them before her surgery and during her surgery. I didn't get mine till day 5. It was like day 4 or 5. I didn't get antibiotics until then. Like, why didn't my dentist give me antibiotics the day of surgery? That made sense, wouldn't it? Anyway, finally get my antibiotics and start taking them. And went to, before I even got my antibiotics filled, I'm back to Walmart. Fill my prescriptions. Waiting in line at Walmart. Get up there. Pharmacist's like, we don't have your prescriptions here. I'm like, I just came from the dentist. They said there should be Tylenol 3s, Motrins, there should be antibiotics. Like, we don't have nothing. And at this point, I'm almost out of Tylenol 3s. Okay. Go out. Get to the car. Call my dentist. They're like, well, they need to check their email, da-da-da-da-da. Call Walmart in the parking lot. Tell Walmart what my dentist told me. Oh, yeah, we found it. Give us 15-20 minutes. We'll fill it. Okay. Finally, go back into Walmart. Stand in this ridiculous long line. They're remodeling Walmart, but they don't have enough staff, apparently. While they're spending all this money to remodel and can't afford staff. This long pharmacy line is literally back in the aisles. Feels like hours. Finally get up to the front desk, and he's like, we have your Tylenol 3s, and we have your antibiotic. Where's my Motrins? Oh, we didn't get a prescription for them. Okay, figures, right? My luck, okay. No, I'm not even going to argue with you. Okay. But you need to go down to the next window so the pharmacist can talk to you about your medicine. I'm great. What's going on now? What are you going to talk to me about? It's just Tylenol 3s and an antibiotic. Go down to the next window, waiting. Pharmacist finally comes out, or comes back there and says, you know how to use all this medicine, right? I'm like, yeah. And I was like, it's just Tylenol 3, and he pulled out a little packet, and I'll show the clip here. Okay, so that's my experience there. And, antibiotics, and I'll take that. So I go home, and I'm like, I have 800 milligram Motrins from my back surgery still. So I'm like, I have enough to make it through the night. So they forgot to fill my 800 milligram Motrins. Okay, whatever. So I'll call in the morning, 8 o'clock when they open up, and I'll get them to fill it, and I'll go pick it up. No big deal. I'm slowly starting to feel a little bit better after I start getting these antibiotics in me. Once I start getting antibiotics in me, it's like a whole different ballgame. The pain's going down, the swelling's going down. Oh. So much has happened, I have forgot. I'm trying to add everything that's happening. I try my best to tell you guys everything that's happening as it's happening. Like, I have clips of it. I don't know if I'm going to place them here or at the end of the video, but it's so much has happened, and it's hard to record and tell you guys because I can't talk. I couldn't talk. So I'm trying to fill you guys in. Anyway, I had so much swelling. Glenn originally got me an ice pack, and it didn't work. And I hate this ice pack. And then I would try to work with it and stuff, but my swelling started getting so bad. He ended up coming back home from work. I think it's 2 days later. And, well, he came home every night. I said that completely wrong, but he ended up getting me the ice packs 2 days later. And 2 different ones. And once I started using those, the swelling went down it really went down a lot. And I noticed when that swelling went down that I was feeling better. I was starting to feel better. The pain was getting less. So once you get that swelling down, you're going to be good to go. The pain's going to lessen. And I noticed I was able to make it to 3 hours on pain medicine. Slowly 3:30 or 3 hours 30 minutes. And then I couldn't make it to 4. Sometimes during the night I'd sleep and make it to 4 hours. But pain medicine time, it's ready. And I was rinsing my mouth. I was doing everything by the book. Everything that the dentist tells you to do it. And don't be scared to question your dentist too, because just because they're dentists and stuff doesn't mean they're doing everything right. Like I think I should have had an antibiotic when I was released the day of oral surgery. Like, I don't see it being any deal me not having it beforehand, but I needed it the day of. And I didn't get it till after. And I I guess they can't give you high doses of pain pills because there's so many drug addicts this day and age, and people abuse it and stuff, and it's hard to get narcotics when you really need it because people abuse it. So I got up that morning. Like I said, I was going to call. This was Tuesday now. I was going to call my dentist and it's like, hey, can you refill me my Modrons? And the receptionist's like, I'll talk to your dentist, when he gets out of with his patient now, and I'll call you back and let you know if he can fill them. I'm like, great. You mean he can't fill these Modrons? I'm in pain. And he had already agreed that it's going to be a long process of healing because the extractions was so deep, and he had to go down on that bone and all this stuff, and it was real bad, and just take it easy, and so I wait all day. It's maybe 4:30, and they close at 7. Or no, they close at 6. I'm sitting there thinking, well, it's about 5:30 now, and I call, and they close at 6. And I'm like, I called at 8 o'clock this morning, and I didn't get a call back, but am I able to get my Modrons or not? Oh, we already called them into Walmart. They didn't call you and let you know? No, they didn't. So Glenn's already coming home by that time, and, because this was on a, I don't know what day this was. Oh, it was his day off. Yeah, it was his day off. It was Tuesday. He had a day off, but he ended up working, so he didn't have to work till 7:30. Anyway, he was coming home. He literally just pulled in a driveway, and I'm like, can you please go to Walmart and get my medicine? I spent all day trying to get my medicine. So he goes back to Walmart, gets my medicine, and, then there was an incident that happened. My uncle had left a fire going on a property, and he left it, and the fire, like, it wasn't a big fire, just like a little campfire, just, like, smoldering, and, fire trucks came. Apparently somebody complained, next door complained, the lady of the building complained. If you watch my Land Up DVDs, you know the drama between the lady and the building. And, me not feeling good, able to talk. I'm having to talk to fire marshal and all this stuff, explaining, we're home, da-da-da. You can't leave fire unattended, we know that, duh. And it's just petty stuff from my neighbor next door, and, I ended up getting aggravated, and I was screaming later that evening, and, I thought I had ripped this pocket, like the blood clot that's, like the clot that's on the tooth. If you knock these clots out, that's what causes dry sockets. I thought I knocked it out because I could feel it. It was moving around. I was screaming. And I tasted blood and stuff, and I thought I swallowed it. And I was like, oh God, my life's going to be horrible. This is going to hurt so bad. I mean, felt pain like I'm going to be feeling now. And, Glenn's like, let's just go get you something to eat because I'm starving. I couldn't eat. I was aggravated. So we go and I'm like, I just want ice cream. We go to McDonald's, we got McFlurry. Oh, McFlurry tasted so good. Got that McFlurry, and he's like, you need to eat something too. You're not eating right, you need to eat something. Because I've been getting food and stuff, I haven't been eating a lot of it. I haven't been able to eat it. And by this point, you've already seen everything I posted on the screen of what I've tried to eat. And, I've been eating. So I'm hungry, pretty hungry, really hungry. And, we're sitting in Taco Bell drive-through, and I'm telling Glenn, I'm like, I want meat. I'm just so hungry, I want meat. He's like, okay, we'll get you a 5-layer beefy burrito, and we'll get you 2 of them. You can eat the insides of it. I'm like, okay, cool. And, he placed our order. It's like $10. He got him something too. We pull up there to get our order, and they're like, giggling and everything. They're like, the check in front of you already paid for your order. And we're like, huh? Who was that? And I was like, that's so awesome. So yeah, somebody paid it forward to us for the first time. I've never had anybody do that before. I thought it was pretty cool. And, of course, we paid it forward to the people behind us. We paid for theirs. And it was a nice feeling. And we're happy that he was able to pay for somebody behind us. But it just means a lot when there's nice people in the world that's paying it forward and stuff. So that was sweet. That really made my night because I had a rough evening. And that really made me happy. So it was the silver lining that night for me. And, pretty much, guys, I've sat here and talked to you for 45 minutes, and I feel like I could sit here and give you a full-on, like, professional way of how to tell you about your wisdom teeth, but that's just not me. And I'm laying in bed, literally, and just having girl talk. Gotta talk about whoever's watching this. We're just having chit-chat time, and I mean, that's what I want on my channel, is I want to feel like we're friends, and that you can talk to me and listen to me, and I can talk to you guys, and we're actual friends. And this is how I talk to my friends. So I ramble, rattle, and go all over the place, and just how I am. And pretty much, guys, let me just tell you this. I'm 28 years old, and I should have got my wisdom teeth done when I was 18, 10 years ago. I didn't. So by me waiting that long, my teeth got really impacted. They got really big roots, and he had to dig deeper and cut more, and it's caused me a lot more pain than it would have been just pulling them straight out. And it's been miserable. It's been the most horrible experience ever, because teeth and head pain and all that is the worst pain you could ever have. And it's been miserable because I've been so hungry. My stomach right now feels so empty. I'm so hungry. And I've been on so much pain medicine that I'm constipated. And I can't eat. And can't be constipated. You gotta get, you gotta work through that. And it's been one thing after another. And when you can't talk and trying to communicate with people, that's hard. So I'm blessed that I am able to normally talk on a normal basis, And I couldn't imagine not being able to, because it's been a rough week. And I didn't think this week was ever going to end. I didn't think that I thought that this was just going to be so long. This is going to be a horrible, horrible, horrible long time. But as I'm approaching tomorrow being 1 week, I'm doing much better. As you can see, I've talked for 45, 46 minutes straight now. And I don't have no bleeding. Unless I yell and scream and stuff, I have bleeding. And I don't know if it's bleeding so much as just, like drainage and all that healing stuff. He put cat guts in my teeth, in my gums. So those will rot out. I have no follow-up appointment, but if I start having pain or I see, it getting worse, of course I'll go back. I do live in Ohio, in a small town, so maybe they're not as up-to-date and professional as someone would be in a big city. I don't know. I guess it has a lot to do with your dentist and what they prefer to do with their patients, but mine seemed like they just wanted to cut me and send me on my merry way. And besides the pain, it's been pretty bad. Like I said, I have 8 pain pills. Literally ate them. Modrin Tylenols for a week. I'm slowly getting to the point where I can sleep through the night without even having to take a pain pill. But as soon as I wake up, I gotta take one. I'm still rinsing my mouth out every 8 hours, and antibiotics every 6 hours. And you want to keep track of your medicine. Like, if you're on medicine like I am, a lot of it, you want to keep track of it. I'm going to show you how I keep track of it. And I wouldn't recommend getting your wisdom teeth done if you're older. It's harder on you. It's harder on your body. It's harder healing. But if you have to have it done, get it done. But like me, I didn't have to get it done. Like, yeah, I did, but I didn't. Like, it was underneath the gums. They wasn't hurting. Yes, this one was pushing on his tooth, and it scared me. It was going to push more of my teeth, but I wasn't hurting because of them anymore. They'd already hurt for 10 years, and I made it past that part. And the thing that scared me most is that the dentist told me they could rot underneath my gum and I could cause serious problems in the future, so that's why I wanted to get it done. And the entire time I've sat here like I should have just lived with it. I should never have had this surgery, and I regret it now. I sat here and think, I was like, I could be smoking my cigarettes and eating and being happy. I'm sitting here in pain and wanting to cry and can't eat and can't drink, can't even sip out of a straw. My life's over. And, but if you need it done, honestly, need it done, sooner is better. So hungry. I got my mouth hurting really, really bad. You can see I have a beefy or a cheesy beefy burrito, or no, hold on. This is a 5-layer beefy burrito or some whatever it is. and it's just meat, cheese, sour cream, and tortilla. I shredded it up and add a little bit more sour cream to it. And because I'm so hungry, I gotta eat. And I was like, it's day number 6, I should be able to eat. And just eating on my front teeth. I was just chewing up here and swallowing it. This side hurts so bad. I think I got food stuck over here on the side. And so I gotta go back to soft foods. I can't even chew at all for a little bit longer. I thought I could handle it, but I can't. Back my throat's hurting. So yeah, horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible situation. And I feel horrible. Yeah, so that's an update. Whew. Today makes 1 week since I had wisdom teeth surgery. I'm still having a hard time talking. My face is a little bit swollen again today. I have some bruising right here. I don't know if you can see or not. Some bruising. And my left side I'm having the most problem with. And today I'm trying not to talk that much. And I'm only having milkshakes today and liquids. Because I've got this side still swollen inside. And it's hurting. So, I mean, a week later I should be starting to see improvements. And I am. But that's what I'm doing today. So, and you can't see. I can't even open my mouth still. So, today makes 1 week. I've been tobacco free. So, I need to keep this weight off. So far, I've only gained 2 pounds. And I think it has to do with swelling. Hopefully. Or water gain because I've been drinking a lot of fluids. So, hopefully that's the only reason. And, yeah. So, a week ago, I was 2 pounds less than I am now. And I'm just hoping it's swelling, guys. I'm really hoping it's, oh, anyway, happy Halloween! What really sucks is that it's Halloween, and I cannot eat candy. I look like a hot mess, but I want to show you guys. Oh my goodness, my makeup's a mess. Oh my goodness. Okay. Anyway, my nails. I gotta redo my nails. Don't look at me. Anyway, I want to show you my swelling. It has went down a lot. A lot. Today is November the 4th. So, I'm doing a lot better today. And I am getting ready to work on this video, but I wanted to show you today's update because I am going to be talking in it and not showing you this hot mess. But yes, you can see the swelling went down a lot. I still have a little bit of bruising up through here, but this side here, my left side still hurts pretty bad, but I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good.